Hello, what's going on? Hey. Once again, this is your boy Slizwack, and we're coming to you this morning from an underground bunker, maybe. But yeah, we're coming to you again. Woo! All right. Let's let everybody freaking get kind of joined in here. Let everybody freaking get up to speed. Yeah. All right. We're smoking on some. I think this is GDP. I actually believe so. Yeah. Uh, we're getting it done, party people. We're getting it done. Okay, welcome to the show. Happy Manic Monday, everybody. I hope the freaking what's going on? What's going on? I hope everybody's freaking getting it done this morning. Woo! Good morning. Good morning. Shout out to you. Freaking we're broadcasting not only we're freaking doing this live not only on Facebook but on Twitch and YouTube. So you can check us out there because I know Granddaddy Purple. Shout out to our lovely freaking Facebook rebel Tanya. How's it going? How's it going? So yeah. Oh man. Let's talk about this heat wave. Uh First let me get my shit 3 days and 23 hours left. Hold on, let me adjust my camera here. My camera's being all crazy. It's going in and out of focus for some reason. We'll get this fixed up right quick. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, boop. There we go. Now we're doing something. Okay, now I don't look. Now, no, you guys aren't drunk. Now I'm just in focus. So, yeah. Okay. Sweet. Sweet. Hey, what were you drinking last night? What were you drinking? It's been a long time since I freaking been hungover. I tell you that much. I don't drink much. But every now and then, it goes down. It goes down. Beer? Woo! 2 beers and I'm fucked up, brother. I can't even I can't even get down like that. Couple of beers and I'm fucking done for. Lots of it. I hear you. I hear you. If you've been paying attention, if you've been paying attention and you've been watching the streams, you'll notice that our stream, I did a test stream a couple days ago in blue. Oh, me? Oh, I can't handle it. Dude, 2 beers and I'm fucked up like a football bat. I can't even hardly freaking stand up. But now, uh, hard liquor, no problem. I'll fucking my one of choice right now is this stuff called Green Dragon, and it's what we use to make our edibles. But it's before you boil it down, so it's Everclear mixed with THC. So, oh man, it's fucking out of control. Fucking put you on your fucking knees. That's why I never drink more than a half shot of it at a time. Cause, oh man, yeah, yeah. So, here's the thing. Freaking vitamin for the day. Got to stay healthy. Little multivitamin for your old man guy there. So, tell me, with this heat wave here, what's the best way to beat the heat? What are you guys doing out there? Out there, what are you guys doing? Okay. What about old school honey oil? Where would they pressure cook the weed with alcohol? I do it all the time. I do it when I make Green Dragon. Green Dragon is a tincture, and it's the base recipe that a lot of edibles are made out of. And basically, all it is I take my weed, I put it in my uh, cover it in Everclear, put it in my magic butter machine, and my magic butter machine will run that alcohol and weed mixture at about 110 degrees and continue to stir it. And what it does is the alcohol, hey, shout out to Virginia. The alcohol extracts the THC. Yeah, I don't know about all the isomerization process, but I tell you, all I'm doing is I'm doing a quick process of the same thing that you would do if you took your stems and your leaves and put it in the thing. Yeah, Old school honey oil is great. I've made some oil school. Well, you don't, simply because it's very dangerous to make, and people, me personally, I don't recommend anybody make it without proper training. It's one of the few things that I haven't I don't really like to show people how to do, because it's super dangerous, and I've had a lot of people that I know freaking yeah, and that's actually what you're doing, is you're actually just drinking the tincture of the herb and freaking weed mixture. That's all it is. But with my magic butter machine, it doesn't take me 90 days. It only takes me about 6, 8 hours. And I can freaking make that tincture. But that tincture, excuse me, that tincture, uh, the alcohol is the removal agent, which is what is stripping all the trichomes. It acts as a solvent and pulls all of that all the THC out of the plants and the freaking stems and stalks, if they're any out of the leaves. It pulls all of it out of there, commingles it, and because it's a solvent, it's to a certain extent is dissolved or soluble with that THC. Okay, the best thing, you guys go to the lake of the woods or the ocean, yeah. But man, here's the thing. It's supposed to be 95 degrees here. That is for here is out of control. Peace, love, and weed. What's going on? What's going on? Let's see here. I see if I can. Sometimes I can't figure out freaking who you are unless you freaking let us freaking see your thing there. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, Virginia. Virginia, I love your picture. I love your picture this morning. That is super awesome. Super awesome. Your plants are looking great, by the way. So, yeah. Man, I tell you though, whew, started smoking a little bit. Man, we've done a lot of things freaking over the weekend. What we did is we cloned some of the freaking White Widow. We freaking were able to get clones of the RNS Memorial White Widow. We were able to get clones of that. We actually got clones of our Blue Dream. We've got clones freaking in the corner now. Shout out to freaking hold on, I'll find out who you are. Give me just a second here. Okay, I don't know why it's not going live. Hold on. Okay, okay. All right, all right. Anyway, I can't find out who you are. And if you just, yeah. Hi, Tanya. Oh, it's Rachel. Okay, yeah. It's Ted. Hey, shout out to Ted. What's going on, my man? Ted, Tanya, what's up? What's up? Thank you. Have more going auto seeds, and others. I have a few strains. Would love to see pictures. The isomerizer is kind of like a still. Oh, okay. Okay. I would love. I've used a still before. I've used a freaking I've used a thump still, and I've used a copper still before. Not very hard to use, and I wonder if your isomerization process pot is kind of similar uh to the okay, cool. Anyway, got off topic. This past weekend we freaking moved some plants around. Okay. Hell yeah, appreciate it, my man. Appreciate it. Freaking we moved some plants around. We actually have remember we talked about companion plants? My pineapple sage and my freaking dude, you just harvested 15 autos? That sounds fucking nice. Okay. They used to sell them in high times and they started remanufacturing them. Okay. Dude, I'm gonna have to check that out. That's good info. That's good info. With those isomers with those isopots, a lot of people have been able to turn out some good stuff. Yes, Tanya is in YouTube, otherwise known as Facebook jail, county lockup. So yeah, very nice, dude. Uh, Robbie Steph Evans, freaking, you gotta show us some pictures. What do I do with my spent soil? One of the main things that I do with my spent soil is after every harvest, I end up doing a lot of I have my puppy digs holes, so I end up freaking doing a lot of freaking hole filling. Um, because of the type of ground that we have here, we have a lot of volcanic rock. So what I've been doing is I slowly fill in my the holes in my yard, freaking with all of my depleted soil, only because that depleted soil is totally fine to reuse. Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time. Your sterilized soil is totally able to be reused. Yes, it's depleted of nutrients, absolutely. But here's the thing: if you're feeding your plants regularly, the nutrients aren't necessarily required. If you're giving your plants all that they need, then you have to amend it. You're correct. You have to amend it. But for the most part, I hear a lot of people saying they're dumping their soil because it's depleted of nutrients. And to a certain extent, some of the trace elements that are in soil, yes. But for the most part, if you're using Fox Farm or you're using Happy Frog, for the first 2 weeks at least, you should go easy on the nutrients because there's already nutrients in that prepackaged retail soil. And we talked about this a little bit last week. But yeah, okay. Hell yeah. Dude, fabric pots. We're running with some fabric pots now, and when we have our next garden walk, what we're going to do where we walk through the garden and talk about everything, what we're going to do is we're going to show you the fabric pots that we're using because we're using okay. Okay, sweet. I will. And you know what? Nobody has extra soil right now, Tanya, because now where you'll get most of your extra soil is probably September, October when people start harvesting. Yes, you can, and that's the thing. There's some stuff called living soil, and you can renutrify the soil, but it's not necessary because you're adding nutrients freaking with your feed solution, with your nutrient solution. But some people, it depends on the system that you want to go with. There's some people that freaking they get regular garden soil. Yes, all that stuff that he says. And it's, you know what? And here's the thing. you can reuse your soil, and I've seen people reuse it just right off the bat, just freaking uh just without, they'll just take it as long as it's root free and it doesn't have any leaves or anything in it. They'll strain it out, they'll freaking sift it out and freaking use it. And what I have found though is normally sometimes it can cause, if you don't prepare it or if you don't amend it, it can actually cause problems with pH. It can actually cause problems with over nutrienting because you might get a freaking pocket of something in there. And you can reuse it. I'm not going to say that you can't, but like Robbie's saying, it is kind of a pain in the ass too, and it may present some problems down the road. But definitely, there's freaking it's the soil that you use is definitely the perfect and prime soil to use for your house plants and things like that, because they're not going to be they're not going to be on such a feeding schedule. You're not trying to make your house plants more house plantier. So they will be perfect and will serve your house plants well with regular freaking house plant nutrients. I think you'll be fine. But like Robbie's saying, the amount of prep that you've got to do, the amount of freaking monitoring that you've got to do, and the fact that it can freaking present problems further down the road, I don't recommend it. I don't recommend it for the new grower, but I do think it's a good way to freaking save money. Absolutely. Just add compost, and that compost is one of the most natural ways to get those nutrients back in there. And simply put, is you're not worried about commingling the nutrients when you're actually freaking just adding nutrients to the soil. But when you're actually mixing it in there and you're getting those freaking nutrients and additives to bind, that's going to be your most positive effect. And composting, as a lot of you guys know, that composting you can't do overnight. Okay. Yes. Absolutely. For me, it's always worth it to go and for my weed plants. For me, it's definitely worth it to go and pick up new soil. The few extra dollars that I will spend will save me freaking $1,000 in headache. Oh man, let's nail the soil is a mix of organic materials that supplies nutrients and has a chemistry to it, versus soilless, which you provide nutrients, as I term it, passive hydro. Okay, yeah, okay. I'll go with that. We're nailing down the jargon, the freaking spiel, if you will. Hold on, I'll flash that back up there. Now, soilless medium, okay? Soilless, totally different animal. That's not what we're talking about right now, but it's a totally different animal. Soil, soil, and passive hydro are freaking two totally different animals, and they're not. Uh, I don't know. They're very different in the care and makeup. They're very different in what they need to thrive and what they need to survive. Um, I love me a passive hydro system, and when I say a pastoral hydro, soilless mediums buffer the fertilizer where soil does not. Okay, soilless mediums. Um, soilless mediums. See, now you got to nail down your jargon, my man. Soilless mediums. I will venture to say that in a freaking deep water culture, in which you're using expanded clay pellets. And in a flood table, which a lot of people use rock wool, freaking they have you have some of the most fast, your nutrients take effect so fast because they're hitting on the roots with those soilless mediums. Man, I've had so much fucking mess up, so much fucking bad times. Freaking burn the crap out of soil, true hider. Oh man. Soilless medium offers zero buffer, and soil offers a lot of buffer because a lot of times you got to remember with soilless medium, you're freaking blasting that stuff right to your roots. Whatever it is, because like deep water culture. Now, see, that's Ted, that's great. And I'm sure he had much success. But I've grown some plants in that freaking tomato freaking tornado thing. Didn't work out well for me. Only because I think of the way that the plants grow, I don't think that's the best way because yes, you're going to get some extra strength from the stalks freaking turning back towards the top. I just can't, I don't know. I'm not sure about it. I would love to do some testing and see some numbers on that, but I'm just not sure. Now, cocoa core is one thing that I freaking I whoo cocoa is one thing that I've never really freaking used. I freaking used vermiculite. I've used rock wool. I've used freaking a couple times. I've used loofah sponges. Um, yeah, it's there's so much stuff. I've seen people grow sprout plants in fucking wet rags. Just take a seed, put it in a wet rag, freaking ball it up, and put it on a heating mat, and you'll see a little freaking sprout start jumping up out of the middle of that fucking thing. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, that's the thing. There's one thing that's true about growing. There's so many ways to do it. And here's the thing. All of them can work. All of them. Some ways are developed for freaking high heat freaking places. Some places are developed for places where it's cold. But there's so many ways to grow weed. And let me give you a hot tip. None of them are wrong. Absolutely none of them. You're only limited by the way that you grow weed by your imagination. That's your only limitation. Yes. Experiment with various kinds of music. And that brings up a very interesting point, Ted. A lot of people freaking play music in their grow room. And I have found, and this is just anecdotal freaking results. But what I have found is that uh, the people that have music playing in their grow rooms, it seems like their weed has more flavor. Now, is that because they're taking more better care of it? Maybe. Is that because the music makes their plants happier? Maybe. I'm not sure. But yes, inert, inert is the key thing for growing medium. If you want, especially with hydro, I tried to do a flood and drain table with a soil mixture, like you do a planted tank. Oh man, oh man. Now here's a question. Would you guys be interested in seeing a comparative grow with cocoa and rock wool? Freaking let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a side by side of cocoa and rock wool. Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Freaking, your plants love it when you talk to them. I don't know why. I do know why. I have an idea, theory, but I don't have any scientific proof. So, yeah. Canadian Pete? Okay. Dude, you guys gotta start dropping links to this stuff because I learned from you guys, when you guys are talking about this stuff, I want to freaking test this stuff out and make videos. So you guys gotta freaking DM me some links to this stuff so we can get on the horn and freaking try it out. Oh no, you know what? I have loaded my bong with Everclear though. If you load your bong with as close as you can get to 100% alcohol, it actually you're actually freaking kind of distilling the alcohol into you because the smoke comes down through the alcohol, pulls out some of the alcohol molecules in the smoke, and then you get the unadulterated alcohol molecules in your bloodstream through your lungs along with the THC. It's pretty crazy. We used to call it crossfaded back in the day. Get yourself crossfaded, put some alcohol in your bong. But yeah. Oh man. Whoo, man. I'm smoking this GDP or gross domestic product here, and it's fucking going great. It has a. By the way, this is from one of the friends of the show, Speedy Vilbar. Check him out. He's a freaking one of our Tagalog friends in the group. Freaking yeah. So, and it has a smooth, earthy taste to it with a freaking awesome punch. And it has that, if you like purples, it has that purple flavor. And if you like purples, you know what I'm talking about. So, oh man. Oh man. Whew. Nasty rainy day here. Man, you know what? It's supposed to thunderstorm here, and I think it's I don't know if it's gonna happen, but one of the bad things when it thunderstorms here. Okay, I don't know what that means. Hells yeah, need some rain. Okay, all right. Apparently are having uh my bots are having trouble and are competing with each other because they're not set up properly. Well, as you guys mostly know, we're coming up on the 30-minute mark. Let's take a couple of drags here and frickin' bam. But I tell you, I am interested. You guys got to send me some links for that Canadian Pete and for you guys' recommended Cocoa Core. Freaking send me some links so I can freaking try that out because I'd love to do a side by side test because I need some input from you guys to tell me, do we gauge which is better by yield? Do we freaking gauge which is better uh, by health of the plant? Do we gauge which is better by damn freaking flavorfulness? Shit, dude, we need some rain here. You guys are really coming down last night, and it's supposed to get up to fucking 95 degrees today. It's already fucking 80 degrees. It's only 8 or freaking 10 o'clock in the morning. But because for here, we're at 4,200 feet, and it's absolute horseshit. Freaking, I used to live in a place where it got super hot, but now that I've been living in this place where it doesn't get that hot, 90 degrees is fucking melting. I think I'm going to turn into a fucking chocolate bar today. By the way, I do want you guys to stay tuned because we're going to freaking be showing we'll have some pictures from the garden today, and we'll probably do a garden walkthrough probably at the end of the day. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be awesome. Freaking once again, this is your boy Slizwack from Go Here Smoke This, and you should grow. We'll see you next time. Peace out. Whew. Yeah. I want to get all those comments back in there at the end of the thing. I hate that when you friggin' make a comment at the end of something and it never shows up. So I try to give it a little couple extra seconds for the comments. All right, stay tuned for more great stuff coming up. This is your boy Slizwack. We'll see you next time.